For a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space. When outside our environment appears cluttered, disorganized, what have you. But quite frankly, after making do for nearly 3 years now, I have nothing but a grateful spirit for the roof over our head. Generally, the instant judgment me and my husband receive, why have so many kids if you don't have enough space for them? See, my perception is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience. When you've experienced enough, you generally don't judge people. I can tell you after everything I've been through in the past 3 years, there's very little I have to judge people on. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a point in my life that I was so naive that I might have judged a poor person based off their appearance. And like I said, I have learned a lot. I generally look like I'm roughing it, but that's because our kids come first. I do everything I can to keep our environment clean and tidy. When it comes down to it, I could shove everything my kids have in 1 bedroom of some of these houses I see, and it would really look like nothing. We try to teach our kids to take care of what they have, be grateful for what we have. We keep praying and pushing for the growth that we want. Appreciate y'all watching.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, I think I figured it out. The resilient Jenkins, the family of 6 living in this motel, like paupers and peasants, this shit has to be rage bait. It literally has to be. I feel like their whole growth model is geared toward pissing people off online and making them comment mean things in the comment section, thus showing them to more people on TikTok, because ain't no way people are really living like this. Especially with the social media presence that they have. You can't score a brand deal or something. You can't advertise a little something on your channel and get your kids a house that's more than just a 1 studio. This shit is crazy, man. But I really don't feel bad for them, and I feel like the resilient Jenkins are horrible people, because just listen to what she said in that video. She said she's been making do for the past 3 years. And, it might just look like I'm roughing it, but hell, I'm doing my best. No, you're not. You've been in this one place for 3 years with 2 autistic children, maybe more. That's what she said. For 3 years. Social media presence and all, and you guys couldn't upgrade at that point. Now, listen, I'm not really trying to judge too crazy. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Am I going too hard? Because I feel like this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And again, it's almost like using your kids as props. We're the poor Jenkins that do what we can to get by. I'm hoping for the kids' sake that this is only a front and that they actually have a place to stay for real, for real. But I want to show you a few clips that surfaced recently, because they've been putting out content as heavily as ever. Full-on content creators with no fucking job, and that would be okay if you were able to sustain yourself, but you have one person making content, the woman, meanwhile nobody else is making money. That's a problem. Let's check this out. So one of her more recent videos, it's the same formula of content. The house is a mess, I clean the house, or I make a disgusting meal for my family. It's pretty much the same, but I wanted to pinpoint this one meal that she made because of how disorganized everything looks and how shitty the house looks. It looks like the dishes haven't been washed in the past 2 weeks. Let's check this out.
Behind so I can start this chicken salad, and nothing on the toast, okay? But there is a method to my madness, because what I wanted to do is start the chicken salad and then let it marinate in its own little juices, and then I would clean up.
Like, let's just pause it real quick, bro. You got a pile of dishes on the fucking floor? On the floor. This is why I say this shit has to be rage bait. This has to be like their whole thing. Like, oh, let's put the dishes on the floor to piss everybody off. It has to be that. If they are genuinely making these types of moves and they have that many kids, they need to tie our tubes. Tie the tubes off. Tie them tight. We don't need no more if you're operating like this in real life.
I'm totally leaving behind so I can start this chicken salad, and nothing on the toast, okay? But there is a method to my madness, because what I wanted to do is start the chicken salad and then let it marinate in its own little juices, and then I would clean up the kitchen, which I did. And if you stay till the end of the video, I included a screenshot of it if you want to see. But anyways, I made this shredded chicken a few days ago, and I had made like quesadillas with it. I made some pupusas with it, and I still had some left over with it. So I was like, what if I just throw together like a quick cold chicken salad? And that's what I did, okay? I put a whole cucumber and then 1 pickle. I grabbed some green onions from my garden. The chicken was already seasoned, so I really didn't need to add too much seasoning to it. Okay, so somebody in my last video, or one of my videos, mentioned that I was putting mayo on a salad. No, that you've never seen these little tiny dressings? They're delicious. Anyways, so I use a a little dressing, a little mayo, a little pickle juice, a little bit of shredded cheese.
Man, that shit's making me gassy, bro. That shit makes me want to shit just by looking at it. You know what I mean? Real gassy and flappy in the bathroom. What type, man? Them kids. Help them kids, bro. That shit is crazy. Listen, not everybody's the best cook in the world. That's fine. But I feel like she's just playing in her face. She called that section of the kitchen her garden, and it's just like a bunch of garlic sprouts and 4 seasonings. What are we doing? See, you gotta be playing with me, right?
So I do think jalapeno would have been delicious in this, but my 2 daughters they don't like anything spicy, so I kept it really mild. Personally, I do think cold chicken salad is something you can kind of just go your route with it, okay? I'm not going to add fruit to it. Anytime I had it in my childhood, it definitely had fruit in it, and like, no, not doing that. It turned out pretty good. What do you think? Are you trying some? Look, I told you I did clean, okay? Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye-bye now.
Oh my God, I'm not trying it. Holy fuck. Imagine having dinner at the Jenkins household. Really think about that. Think about it. Like, let's say you're in an easy state to go to prison, the easiest state to go to prison, or whatever, or city. Let's say you're like in Maine somewhere, and they're like, listen, you gotta spend 30 days in jail, or spend a weekend eating at the resilient Jenkins house. Which one do you take? I really feel like for some people, we really might take them 30 days, bro, because eating at this household it might be more detrimental than the prison time. Shit is fucking crazy. And mind you, the kids have no choice. They just eat what they're given. Remember when you were young, right? You just had to eat what they gave you, right? But let's move forward, though. Let's move forward because it's been a very eventful month for the homeless Jenkins, man. Let's check this out. Thursday morning routine. Let's do it. Okay, praise and worship, a little bit of scripture. It says what? We needed to do a quick breakfast. I'm well aware that McDonald's isn't the best option. As it turns out, they didn't even enjoy it. They would have if I had made it for them at home. Bullshit. You know they wanted that McDonald's over the fucking cow slop, pig slop that you make at the house. Oh, they didn't even want McDonald's. Just admit that you gave the kids the pesticide food because you were lazy. Come on, let's just be real. Look at that house, bro. This is what I don't understand, bro. This is what I don't get. And look at that pile of dishes. You can tell this is a reoccurring thing. That's a reoccurring thing. Look at the pile of dishes, dirty as a bitch, mind you, on the floor. You think they have no roaches in that bitch? You'd be surprised that they would be lucky if they don't have mouses. It's not how you say it. They'd be lucky if they don't have mice the size of their own children running through that house. You know what I mean?
I know. How'd you go to sleep with all this? How did you go to sleep leaving this behind? Peacefully. Because I know I'm going to take care of it the next morning. I didn't have to
you're going to take care of it the next morning. Just like a drug addict. I'm going to quit tomorrow. Listen, bro. I smoke weed every day. But, true story, I can quit whenever I want. You know what I mean? Shit. I can quit whenever I want. I just don't want to. Bitch, that is coke. You are a bum, sweetheart. Oh yeah, no, I can leave it and sleep in peacefully because I know I'm gonna do it in the morning. All right, sweetheart.
This is supposed to clean everything? It's not going to.
It's a lot of soap, to be honest. It's a lot of soap. Anyways, let's keep it pushing because there's a few more things I want to show you. And the overall theme about this is, you know, years of content creation, years of exposure to the world, years of potential donations that we have no idea took place, right? I'm sure they have Cash App and TikTok gifts and all this shit. We don't know how much they got. You still managed to have your house looking like it's in dismay constantly. That's the most surprising thing to me. Check this out.
We create habits
look at the place. Oh yeah. Do it with your hands. Mind you, how did that fucking bowl get underneath the bed in the first place? Anyways, look. He's off to work. Bullshit he is.
she's fine.
Jesus. Man, look at the walls, bro.
Why are you over there?
Look at that shit. Man, let's take a look at the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let's zoom in on the comments, see what's going on. Someone says, "What do you do all day?" Honestly, what do you do all day? There should be no mess in that place like that. And I mean, especially if you're like a stay-at-home mom, right? Oh, I do a TikTok and I'm full-time. No, the fuck you're not. Clean the shit up and then do it. Anyways, someone said, sleeps, get high, and plays on her phone. Gets high, begs for what? Bum Drew's attention and crashes out on her burners. Oh, she has burner accounts? I don't know why I'm reading like a 12-year-old. This looks so depressing. Drew now sleeps on the couch. Oh yeah, that's coworker's house probably sound. What do they say? Oh yeah, that coworker's house probably sounds better and better every day. See, there's a lot of lore going into this story, and we're probably gonna have to go further into it. But it doesn't surprise me that there's trouble in paradise. I mean, Drew doesn't seem to work ever. All she does is play in front of her phone. The house probably smells like piss and shit all day. I'm sure there is a little bit of trouble in paradise. Someone said, damn, these are rough circumstances. All the nasties falling from the blanket. I'm sorry, but this is worse than being at work. Deadass, I'd be so happy to go to work if I lived in this bitch. This gives me so much anxiety with the clutter, lights, mess, noise, no privacy, those poor babies. And that's the biggest thing. Like, I'm gonna move forward. Let's get out of the comments. But she has kids, and she has autistic kids at that. And you have them in this nightmare fuel location. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. This is probably the worst circumstances, mind you, any kid could be in. And you got two autistic kids in this fucking hellhole. Holy shit. Their dreams are probably nightmares. Anyways, this is the last little clip I want to show you. Another holy, wonderful morning routine that she loves to do. Let's check this out. I get mine and shit, I wasn't able, okay, let me keep reading. Let there be light. Oh my God, look at that place, bro. It stinks in that bitch.
Are you still like?
It stinks. She said, clean up a bit. And this is my biggest question. What are you cleaning up? It's one room. Like, after you clean, you shouldn't have to clean some more. It seems like every fucking 5 hours there's a reset. Like, what are we doing?
Their settings on.
But at the same time, you know, there's a lot of kids. But, you know, anyways, let's just let it play.
We're in.
And this is not like, because, you know, people with kids, you know, the house is kind of sticky. That's just generally how shit goes. The house is a little sticky. There's a little scuffies on the walls. So, you know, kids live in the house. But this house looks like junkies and kids live in it. That's all I'm trying to get across.
Resting, you're not.
Look at that. Look at that.
Around. It was all he did.
I should just start. I remember.
I don't even want to eat the apples no more. It touched that fucking cutting board. Ew. I don't even want to eat the apple. The fuck are we doing? Sing my heart out on my way to school and back. Coffee for the morning zoomies, and okay. And that's just the life of the most resilient Jenkins there is, man. God bless the Jenkins family. Wonderful, wonderful people. Just great, awesome folks. Make sure you donate as much money as you can. Find their cash apps. Donate your fucking savings to them. They need it. They deserve it. It's nothing better to do than to help a family in need. I'll see you guys real soon. I love y'all. Peace.